All right, welcome back. So today we're going to talk about kind of what I talked about yesterday when it comes to belief. But yesterday was a bit broad and it was just the overall every technique. But today we're going to stick to affirmations. You have to believe your affirmations. Yesterday was more, I mentioned it. It wasn't necessarily the title of yesterday's video, but it was a point that I made yesterday when it comes to belief and feeling and emotion, all this stuff, but it was a lot more broad. Today, I want to talk about more directly with affirmations when it comes to robotic affirmations or any sort of affirmations. Do you have to believe in your affirmations? And the reason why I'm making this video is because, again, if I read between the lines when it comes to a lot of your guys' questions, a lot of you guys are having struggles with belief. You guys are having struggles if you're doing it correctly, and you guys wonder if you need to add an element of feeling, an element of belief and emotion and kind of animate it. And you guys probably get this because of the more law of attraction people, or maybe you heard some advice when it comes to law of assumption and you're so glued to that advice that you're having a little bit of a hard time decoupling and you guys don't really understand it. And again, I think I made videos about this in the past. But yeah, today we're going to talk about, do you have to believe in your affirmations? So I'm going to help you with that today. If you do want to have more help with me, you can check the bottom link in the description at skool.com, SKOOL. You can ask me questions on there. You can join this group chat and I can help you there as well. You can buy the annual pack. You can also buy the monthly pack, whichever one suits you best. So if you do want to have more help with me, there's the link in the description. Anyways, let's get into the video. So the question is, do you have to believe your affirmations? And for the 1 millionth time, it literally feels like the 1 millionth time, probably this month even. No. Dude, I've answered this question so many times and it's getting a little bit annoying, but I do help you guys a lot and I do love this, area of the internet that we're in when it comes to law of assumption, and I'm so grateful that I found this gift in myself and I want to give you guys this gift as well. But this is like the one thing that I'm kind of like, okay, I've answered this question so many times, okay? But the answer is no, you do not have to believe at all. And to all the people who say, oh, you do have to believe, you got your like little glasses up and you're like nerdy, oh, you do have to believe. Well, I would make the argument that not only do you not have to believe, but I would argue that no one has really ever believed it, like with their full heart. What I mean by that is, if someone were to ask you, are you willing to bet your entire house and your bank account that you have a leg? Assuming you guys have a leg, I think most people have a leg. Most of you would be like, yes, I can bet my entire house and all the money in my bank account that I have a leg. Unless it's like some sort of trick question, you guys gonna like a hitman is gonna come and slice off my leg and I lose my leg and the money and the house. Like, assuming that doesn't happen, I have a leg. That's a deep knowingness. I don't need to affirm that I have a leg. But if someone were to come to you and say, or any of these people who say, oh, you have to believe your affirmations, you have to believe your desire, you have to believe it real, or feel it real and all this stuff, like to all those people, if I were to go to you and be like, hey, would you bet your entire house and all the money in your bank account that you have your desire, you have the $1,000 a day, or you have your SP, or whatever you're trying to desire, you have it. I imagine most of you, if not, I imagine every single one of you, screw it, every single one of you would say no, because you don't believe it. You don't need to believe it. I have never manifested anything when it comes to or using the weapon of belief. I have never done that. And I don't think anyone else has either. They might say it and they themselves might even believe it, which is almost like a oxymoron in itself. But it's not true. No one has really manifested anything off of belief. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt that people would be willing to sacrifice themselves and double down and die on the hill that they have their desire if it really came to it. If push came to shove, I highly doubt that they would be like, yeah, I'm going to die on the hill that I have this now. Whatever I'm trying to affirm in my head, I have this now. I have never manifested anything off of belief. Neville himself gave people the ladder experiment where he didn't say you have to believe it. He just said, affirm in your head that you will not climb a ladder, and play the visualization in your head that you will not climb a ladder. But there is no like belief when it comes to manifestation. And when it comes to affirmations, you also don't have to believe it. Your external world is the result of your dominant assumption. And if you are dominantly affirming to yourself most of the day that I have this, 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 it will be projected onto the outer world, onto the material world. That's how affirmations work. If you, whoever you are in your imagination, dominantly, that will be projected outwards. That's it. That's as low as it gets. Biblically, that's how it gets as well. I and the Father are one. I means material world. Father means imagination. That's basically it. If you say, I don't know, let's say you're trying to manifest an SP. In your imagination, if you dominantly have them most of the time in your imagination, whether it's through visualization or state akin to sleep or affirmations, if they're dominantly in your mind as your partner, they will be projected out onto the material world as your partner as well. That is it. You are only projecting from your imagination. That is it. So when it comes to robotic affirmations, you don't have to believe. All you have to do is affirm the news story. Think of images maybe in the news story. You can visualize in the news story. Do that dominantly throughout the day and change the news story in your head. And that's kind of the goal of manifestation. The goal of manifestation is to dump that news story in your head and soak in it and bathe in it. And it will be projected out onto the material world. That's why robotic affirmations work so well, because you are literally bathing in it 24/7 or however long, maybe 3 to 4 hours a day. However, some people have gone crazy and did it for like 18 hours a day. Go ahead. Some people affirm 3,000 times or 10,000 times a day. Go ahead. All that matters is, are you soaking and bathing and dwelling in the new you? That's it. And robotic affirmations is that. Are you imagining yourself in your imagination as someone who has the new you? You can use robotic affirmations for that. You can use visualization for that. Whatever it is, dominantly in your imagination, imagine yourself as the new you or imagine the new story. That is it. You don't need to believe it. You're naturally probably not even going to believe it. It's just return to it multiple times a day. Return to it dominantly throughout the entire day and just kind of dwell in and live in it. You don't have to believe it at all. You don't have to believe that it is true. You don't have to be in the knowingness of it. You don't need to be in the Sabbath, as Neville, says, which again is one of the very few things I disagree with Neville on. But that's basically it. You don't need to believe anything. Your subconscious mind projects everything out. The Father, whatever you really want to call it. And whatever you really give to it, it's almost like feeding it. I said this analogy before. It's almost like Pac-Man. Pac-Man, he just keeps eating all those little, cookies or whatever they're called. And his mouth is going to keep doing this. And that's your subconscious. Your subconscious keeps doing this. That's all your subconscious does. It just keeps eating your thoughts. It keeps eating your thoughts. It keeps eating your thoughts throughout the entire day. And you have like 70,000 thoughts a day. Some say it's only like 30,000 now, but like, your subconscious mind just keeps doing this. It keeps eating thoughts. And whatever thoughts you put in it, that will be projected out. That is it. So your goal is to make Pac-Man eat the new thoughts. That's it. The thoughts that you want. That's it. That's all you have to do. You don't have to believe it at all. And if you do have the assumption that you do have to believe it, then you will most likely spiral. Because again, immediately once you stop believing it in like 2 to 3 days, you're going to immediately revert back to the old story and you're going to spiral and be like, holy crap, I don't feel the deep knowingness anymore. Well, then you spiraled and you can't spiral. You can't waver. So you don't need to believe at all. In fact, I would argue believing it or having the belief that you have to believe it is almost contradictory. And it can actually put you in the opposite direction. It can actually move you backwards if you have the need to believe it. Because you're going to be like, I need to do this step. You don't need to do this step. The step is imaginary. You don't need to go on it. You can just skip over it. But too many of us believe that you have to go on this level. You don't need to go through that level of belief. You just don't. When it comes to affirmations, when it comes to robotic affirmations, you don't need to believe at all. Your goal is just to soak your mind in the new you and think about your desire as the new you. That is it. Fantasize about it, daydream about it, and you basically want to put it in a loop. Once you put it in a loop, that will become the dominant you. I'm actually going to make a video probably next week about daydreaming versus visualizing, but to give a small little spoiler of that video, daydreaming is not constant, it's not consistent. The difference between daydreaming and visualizing is visualization is, or affirming is constant, it is consistent. You have to persist in it and just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And that is what would be projected out, because everything that is projected out is your dominant assumption. So whatever you do, just affirm. That is it. Don't worry about feeling. Don't even worry about image. Just affirm. Affirm in the new story. Soak your brain in it. Saturate your mind, as people say. That is it. You don't need to believe at all. Robotically affirm. Affirm in the new you. Don't give up for at least like 15 days or a month or something. Like, stop jumping techniques to techniques. Don't give up. Just keep affirming, affirming, affirming as the new you. Soak your brain in. Think of scenarios. Have inner conversations. Just keep soaking, 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 soaking. That is it. That's all you have to do. You don't need to believe. Just keep soaking and daydreaming or visualizing the new you. Consistently. The same loop, the same affirmation, the same visualization. Keep looping, 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 looping. And as soon as that loop becomes dominant and it becomes more natural to you, it will be projected out. As soon as it becomes dominant, it will be projected out immediately. It doesn't have a choice. It will immediately be projected out. So just keep affirming nonstop. Do not worry about belief. Do not worry about feeling happy. Do not worry about emoting or animating it. Do not worry about any of that. Do not worry about even having an image in your head. Just keep affirming in your head. Understand what the words you're saying that are in your head, that are going inside your head. That is it. Okay, I have them, I have them, I have them. If I have them, that means you might see them together with you right now. I have the money, I have the money, I have the money, I have the money, I have the money. Then you'll be in a state of like, yeah, I kind of have the money, right? I have the money's here. It's not as distant to me anymore. Before I started affirming, it felt more distant, but now it's no longer that distant. Those are the things you want to do. Just soak, 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 soak. Do not worry about feeling. Do not worry about emotion. None of that. You don't have to do it at all. And I said this like 100 times, probably this month. Because like I get this question so much. But no, you don't have to believe it. You just don't. But yeah. Hopefully that video helped you. If that didn't help you, you can check out the bottom link in the description. School.com, you can join this group chat. And you can buy the monthly pack, you can buy the annual pack. So check that out. If you need more help with me on this, check out the bottom link in the description and join this group chat. And you can ask me questions there. But yeah, anyways, hopefully this video helped you. That's it for today's video though. I'll probably be back tomorrow. But yeah, anyways, make sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, bye.